Dear students, today we will discuss what is feasibility analysis and what are the different types of feasibility in, analysis or study, and how conduction of feasibility analysis is useful for the organization. See, basically feasibility analysis is uh, the process through which we validate the idea or innovative thing for the organization. Say, through feasibility analysis, basically what we determine is whether the idea or the concept which we are entering into or wants to run is valid or not, and this validity is judged or determined on various grounds like technical, whether the idea is technically sound or not, whether it is economically justifiable or not, or uh, even the operational analysis also done through feasibility analysis. So basically what we do into this feasibility analysis is we make a historical background of the business or in a project, such as the description of the product or service, accounting statement, details of the operation and the management, marketing research and policies, and other financial data, then legal requirement, tax obligation, and generally such studies precede technical development and project implementations. So as we all know that feasibility analysis is very important for conduction, because through feasibility analysis we would be able to identify whether whether the idea which we have created is workable or not. Now if we move to the types of feasibility study or analysis, so we have these type of feasibility analysis. First one is we have technical feasibility. In technical feasibility, basically what we analyze or assess that whether the product is technically sound or not. Means like technical feasibility includes evaluation of the hardware, software, and technical requirement related to the project or related to the product or service. Now moving to the second type of feasibility, that is economic feasibility. See, in this what we do is we assess the typically involvement of cost benefit analysis of the project, like see the validity of cost and benefit, financial resources allocated, then whether the investment we are made is in positive sense or provide economic benefit to the organization or not, that we analyze through economic feasibility. Then the legal feasibility comes. See, in this legal feasibility, what we analyze is whether our product or services is legally bound to the rules regulations of the government, as per the rules regulations of the government. Means the laws, say data protection laws, social media laws, and other laws related to the product or services. Then here comes the operational feasibility. See, in operational feasibility, basically we check whether the product or the idea which we have generated or innovative is can be undertaken as the project or not. It means here we examine how a project plan satisfies the requirement identified in the requirement analysis phase of the system. Means whether say here we analyze the design feasibility of whether we have that much of human resource or raw material, so that are analyzed here. Then the scheduling feasibility. See, this assessment is very important for the project success. In this, what we do is whether we will be able to complete the task or the project in the given timeline or not. So in scheduling feasibility, an organization estimate how much time the project will take to complete. So these are the basic types of feasibility. Now, if moving to the importance of feasibility analysis, see, the feasibility study helps in improving the project team focus. It identifies the new opportunities. It narrow the business alternatives, as well as it helps in determining or it helps in proper decision making. Then it tells us whether we should proceed further or not. So these are the you can say these are the benefits associated with the feasibility study. Now it also help us in the analysis of internal project constraints. It helps us in internal corporate constraints, and it also examine the external constraints like logistic environment, the laws and regulations, internal corporates like constraints, financial, marketing, export, internal project constraints like technical, technological, budget, resources, etc. Hope the topic is clear now.